Once again, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to, I was at the Viewpoints, but it's really B&E TV Sports with me, your boy, the man, Engine to the City with the number 2 and TO. Now, once again, what we're talking about in this subject is picking back up where I left off, talking about how I'm telling you Chip Kelly screwed himself and screwed the Eagles that season. And, and the way I mean that is, that, like I said, you cannot, and I guess the best ways of me saying this is the fact being, because again he said Tebow needed more reps, and you cannot, and that's again one of the top reasons why they keep telling him why some people have told Tebow to go to the CFL or go to the Arena Football League, but Tebow is saying I'm pretty much hell bent on playing strictly in the NFL. And now you see him over there playing baseball for the Columbia Fireflies or some minor league team that's owned by the New York Mets. And my take on it is, like I say, I wish him all the blessings on that, honestly, even though through some of the reports that I've heard, I'm thinking to myself, if any other minor league player did this, you'd think they'd still be on the team, but still, more life, more blessings to you, Tim. I am not a hater of you. I'm one of the biggest supporters of you. I'm one of the biggest fans of you. So always, ever remember that, bro. But as well, to let y'all know, as I was saying, the reason why I'm saying that Chip Kelly screwed himself and screwed the Eagles that season is because the fact being, how in the world are you going to say Tebow needs more reps? You cut him, but you saved Matt Barkley's career by trading him over to the Arizona Cardinals, which is, again, one of the most slimiest moves I've ever seen in my entire life. This is what I'm trying to say. You cannot move Slimy like that and expect to be blessed. That's why he had the terrible season he had that season and had the terrible season he had, or at least, if not a terrible season. No, their record was terrible, wasn't it? Yeah. Still, went to 49ers and got fired there, too. Because you cannot move that Slimy and expect to be blessed. You cannot. And then we'd be like, how did you do Slimy in Philadelphia? Again, how you going to cut Tebow but save Barkley's career? How in the world are you going to do that? How in the world are you going to trade Barkley to Arizona? Trade Barkley, and I think Barkley's over there at San Fran now. I think. Let me look that up right quick. Matt Barkley. Let me look where he's at. Okay. Dang it. Okay. Just trying to figure out the best way to angle this right quick so I can type his name in. Matt Barkley. Okay, Matt Barkley. Should have just looked it up on my phone, but I'm like, yeah, why not? Just look it up on my laptop, since my laptop's right here as well. But Matt Barkley, he's playing for the 49ers right now. But he got traded that season to the Arizona Cardinals. So I'm saying, how are you going to save Barkley's career by trading him over to the Cardinals, but then you cut Tim Tebow? Because when we heard that he traded Barkley over there to the Cardinals, I think we all thought for sure that Tebow had made the roster spot. But you'd be like, okay, well, how was he moving Slimy? Because you saved Barkley's career by trading him over to the Cardinals, and then you cut Tebow and then replaced him with a third stringer named Stephen Morris, who once again I didn't hugely scout, but at the same time I knew about, who got picked up as an undrafted free agent by the Jaguars, who once again is from Florida and is not directly from Jacksonville, but again from Florida, and he again Jacksonville Jaguars. He played with that one season for the Jacksonville Jaguars as their third stringer. That's what I mean by you move so slimy, because you cut Tebow, but yet you go pick up Stephen Morris, a rookie or second-year player. I think he was a second-year player that year. A second-year player who hadn't even played in a regular season game yet. Hadn't even played in one, hadn't even started one, and hadn't even gone to the playoffs yet. So I don't understand how are you gonna. And the thing is, he came from Jacksonville. He was previously on the Jaguars. That's that's one of the top two things that make that move so slimy. Because Stephen Morris hadn't even played in a regular season game yet. He hadn't even started a regular season game yet. He didn't have a win-loss record yet for the pros. He hasn't played in any playoff games yet. but Tebow has a 7-4 record and went to the playoffs and beat the Steelers that year. So Tebow had starting experience under his resume, and he had a playoff win under his resume as a starting quarterback. Stephen Morris didn't have any of that, and he came from the Jaguars. 2 moves right there. Came from the Jaguars, and then had no regular season stats for the NFL. That's why I mean that he moved so slimy that year. That's what I mean by Chip Kelly moved so slimy that year. That's what I'm telling you. And you might look at me a tad bit crazy, for this analysis, but think about it. How you gonna cut Tebow? How are you gonna cut Tebow and then sign Stephen Morris from Jacksonville, who has no playoff resume and no starting experience in the NFL? How? But yet you can save Barkley's career by trading him over to Arizona. That was slimy. That was pathetic. That was cowardly. Think about it. Why else? Think about why else did he have a terrible season? Why else? I mean, I look at that. That was karma. That was karma. And it followed him. I believe, over there to San Fran as well. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, the Dolphins, good luck to them for signing Jay Cutler. I would have expected them, or I would have liked for them to have signed Colin Kaepernick or signed my boy, Tim Tebow. But who am I kidding? When Adam Gase first got the job, if he really wanted to sign Tim Tebow, just like John Fox, he could have signed him. Because again, John Fox and Adam Gase both coached Tebow. That's the most, again, pitiful thing that comes throughout all of this. How is it that the two guys that coached you besides Josh McDaniels who drafted you, how is it that John Fox and Adam Gase who coached you in Denver during your tenure there with that 7-4 record and that playoff win, how is it that those two guys coached you and neither one of them, once they get other head coaching jobs, are willing to give you, or are willing to pick up the phone and say, hey Tebow, do you want to try out? I mean, think about it. Think about it. Now, we got, 7 minutes of this video. I'll pick back up with this analysis later on. Thank you all for watching. Love you. Take care. Your boy, man, Inch to the City out.